So in this video, I'm going to quickly just explain pen ratio the best I can in the most simple way I can. Now, this is not going to go in depth on pen ratio. It's just a way for if you are just getting into the game or if you're trying to learn more about the game. I felt this was the easiest way for me to explain it in a casual manner for most people to understand. If you want to know more in depth about pen ratio and defense shred, please check out Out Okmuzzy and R2. We will leave them linked in the description. But other than that, let's get into the video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kat the 7th, and I'll be your host today. So there's a lot of people who are confused about pen ratio and def shred. People have been confused about this since the beginning of time. I've never made a video on it. A lot of people have, but there's people in my community who may only watch me or may not be on YouTube often. So I think it'd be good for my channel just to have one of these videos up. So very quickly, we're just going to talk about pen ratio and def shred. Patch 2.1 is looking to be a brutal time for many players, as the new best anomaly support Yuzuha and the current strongest DPS in the game Miyabi will be running right beside each other. And so many players are wanting to get both, but are worried that they might not have the funds. Well, that's where lootbar.gg comes in today. As if you were to click on my exclusive link in the description, new users can be gifted a 10% coupon immediately, and Lootbar is looking to give you the best deal for your monochromes by saving you up to 23% on all your purchases. And by simply clicking on the bundle you would like to purchase and entering your UID and region, within seconds you can have your purchase delivered to you. And this is not just for ZZZ. In fact, it could be any of your favorite mobile games. So whether you're trying to get the new characters coming in Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, or even Honkai Star Rail, you can be assured Lootbar has you covered. So check out the link in the description below and start saving some money today. Now, with that out the way, let's get you back to the video. Pen ratio is a form of defense shred, but pen ratio isn't defense shred in itself. And I know that sentence might not make sense to a lot of people, especially if you're new. So basically, this is the easiest way I can explain it. So the way it works is, pretend you have 100 blocks. If you have def shred, you are taking away those blocks. So we're going to use Nicole as an example. Nicole is 40 def shred. That means she's going to take away 100. Nigga, English, god damn it, I need to learn how to speak this fucking language better. Holy shit.
Even it's been a witness.
Anyways, Nicole, 40 def shred, 100 blocks. She's gonna take away 40 blocks. Now there's only 60 blocks left. Okay, there's only 60 left. But if you're using pen ratio and you have 40 pen ratio, you are not taking those blocks away. You are penetrating those blocks, meaning all 100 of those blocks are still there. You're just penetrating 40% of them because you have 40% pen ratio. So in this case, you are doing the same damage, because if there's 100 blocks and you have 40 def shred and 40 pen ratio, that is the same amount of defense shred. It's the same amount. But if you were to put def shred and pen ratio together, now let's pretend you have 40 def shred from Nicole and 40 pen ratio from something else, and you put them together. That is not 80% def shred. What's going to happen is Nicole's going to leave you with 60. There's going to be 60 blocks left because she shredded those 40 blocks away from her 40 def shred. And now the remaining 40 pen ratio needs to go through 40% of 60, not 100, because there's no longer 100 there. And 40% of 60 is 24, meaning now we're only going through 24 blocks with the remaining 40 pen ratio. So in total, we only have 64 total def shred. Even though there's 40 def shred and 40 pen ratio to begin with, in reality, you only have 64 def shred. That's why people tell you not to run pen ratio and def shred together. They work better when they're not ran together because they don't interfere with each other. So that's why a lot of characters such as Ellen Joe, usually pen ratio is her best 5th slot. Usually pen ratio beats attack and ice damage for Ellen Joe. However, if you were to use Nicole or Trigger with her engine because it has def shred, or just any other form of def shred, not pen ratio, so I'm not talking about arena, I'm talking about def shred, then attack and ice damage would come out on top of pen ratio. That's the easiest way I can explain it. What about flat pen? Flat pen's very simple. If you have 9 flat pen subs, that's 9 times 9, 81, right? That's just minus 81. The way each win works is very simple. You start with your 100% defense on the enemy, right? Whatever that number is, that number could be 700 something, 600 something. So the way Ishwin and Rupture agents work is very simple. They would take that 572 and they would times it by 0. Oh my God, there's no more defense. Oh my God, they go straight through it. Rupture agents just completely ignore defense, meaning defense shred and pen ratio do nothing for them. But yes, that is the simplest way I can explain defense shred. I'm not going to make this video any longer than it fucking needs to be. Yeah, I know I didn't show a lot of numbers, but my channel is kind of built around explaining stuff in the simplest way possible. If you want to learn more about defense shred, I will leave a link to R2 and Out Okmuzzy and other great YouTubers channels down below. Editor put their stuff on the screen right now. Put it on the screen right now. They go even more in depth about pen ratio and def shred, but if you just want like a casual explanation, that's the best way I could do it. All right, that's the easiest way I could do it. But other than that, we are good to go. Hey, just really quick to my community, coming to the end of this video, I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for 25,000 subscribers. We are halfway there to 50K. It's still unbelievable how the channel has just grown so much in these last few months, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So I really appreciate you. We're going to stream tonight and also stream for Alice. Have a big week of zzzero coming up in terms of content, and just know that I really love and appreciate you guys. So thank you for all your support and have a good day. And with that, I'm signing out. Peace.